Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
let's do it.
All right, guys. Hey, how you doing, guys? My name is Rich Guzman.
What's going on, you guys? My name is Ace Guzman.
And we are Ace and Rich, and welcome to Ace and Rich Freedom by Design. And here's the thing. You are here for one reason and one reason only, to get your questions answered, because we love taking questions and helping people build their businesses, have success, and just take their whole life to a whole new level.
Yes, absolutely. So if you're watching us live and you are checking out us for the first time, what do we always say we want you to do? Definitely hit the subscribe button if you're watching us on YouTube. Click the notifications bell so that way you don't miss a beat when we go live. And if you're watching us in our Facebook groups, welcome. And our profile for the first time, welcome as well.
Yes. Look, you got a nice fan up there.
I know.
Yeah, it keeps us nice and cool.
We ain't sweating no more like we used to.
Guys, just to let you know, before we get started here, we were sweating quite a bit.
We were.
By the time the lives were done.
We still got it done.
Because over there, it's hotter for some reason, right?
Yeah.
So so now we got a little bit of a breeze, pretty cool. So we're chilling. We're good. But anyways, we have a lot of questions to get to tonight.
Yeah, definitely.
Real excited. We wanted to get a whole new setup to be a little more comfortable. And I think this one definitely fits the bill.
Yes.
So really comfortable.
Yes.
I feel
Now,
really good.
there is a question coming in from Aid Heath. He watches the show, and
he
commented it earlier today when the post went up as the reminder.
Yep.
And I guess because we're in different time zones, he's in a different country.
Okay.
He posted it earlier, so we could go ahead and answer it for him, and then he can watch the replay, and he could actually get his answer.
Yes,
right?
yes, let's do it.
So Aid asks, with your funnel or squeeze page, what do you prefer? Just the email address or name and email address? Which one?
This is a really good question because a lot of people get really tripped up on this. And when it comes to building a capture page, it depends on what traffic I'm running.
Yeah.
So I can tell you from experience of what worked well for me. Anything with social media, I like using name and email because I like getting personal with people in the email. When it comes to like email marketing, solo ads, for that matter, I like using only email, nothing else, because I like to really get a lot more leads and filter out, who's really serious from people who are curious, right?
Right.
Or wasting time on your list.
Right.
But when it comes to social media, it's okay to ask for the name because they're seeing you on video, right? Like this video is going to be on YouTube. So, people, when they go to our capture page, they can, they'll put their name and their email because it's more personal, right? We're talking on video here, so we're a lot more comfortable and, they see you.
Yes.
So they feel a bit more like, hey, you know what? I feel like I put my name here. I can trust these guys, right? So, but when it comes to not seeing anybody, they're more, likely not to put their name in with email traffic. And what happens is you'll get less conversions that way. So with email marketing, you want to get the most you can to create conversions. Very important and key.
So that's the answer, Aid.
Depends on where your traffic is coming from.
Yes. Very good point. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, you just don't know because, a lot of people, when they're putting their information in, if they don't see you, they're less likely to put more information in, if that makes sense.
My take on that is like, let's say, for example, you have some kind of a special follow-up, system design with your autoresponder, but you have SMS, mobile marketing involved.
Absolutely.
So if you're asking for more information, like, getting their cell phone number and they're opting in, you want to make sure that you have some kind of AI follow-up that uses the mobile to do all the follow-up for you.
Absolutely. With technology now, I mean, we have the ability to have AI actually work for us on the back end, which is really, really cool. So, yeah, it's the future, guys.
Yeah, it's really great.
It's exciting. All right, guys. So, hey, Tracy Lee, what's going on? Welcome to the live. Let's see here. Let's go over
let's look at these questions. It's for me. Okay.
For you. Okay.
Sarah Dreamer 26 says, Ace, be honest. I see everyone posting their 10K months, and I just feel paralyzed. I've been learning for 6 months, but haven't posted a single video because I'm terrified of being judged by friends and family. How do I get over the fear of just hitting publish?
What an excellent question.
Woo! Okay, here's the deal. Just because you see everybody posting about them making sales and they had 10K days or 10K months or whatever, don't let that paralyze you, okay? That's just your relationship with money. This is a mindset issue. If you every time see somebody actually celebrating results and then you get paralyzed, you have to improve your relationship with money. Okay, that's an entrepreneur thing, just so you know.
Yeah.
As far as you learning for 6 months, but you haven't posted a single video, you're getting stuck in learning mode. That's not a good thing. You want to be able to be learning and earning at the same time. Remember, learning and earning at the same time. One of the things that we always coined ever since we started, before we even became super affiliates ourselves, was to make sure that we were earning while we were learning at the same time. That was our motto. And you know what? It worked out. You see, you never want to just be studying and never taking any action. That's not really a good recipe for success.
No,
okay?
no.
Because you need to learn to take a study, then you have to apply, right? That's where we get the learn, do, teach concept, because when you learn it and then you start taking action and you apply what you learn about your marketing, then you actually are going to learn even more when you teach someone else. Even if you don't know everything about everything, it doesn't matter. It's when you learn something new and it's fresh in your mind, go and teach somebody.
Yeah,
Go and teach somebody.
Just get it out there.
Exactly. And the thing is, you should never, ever have to feel petrified of the camera. Listen, there are people that have different reservations about being on camera. They're worried about being judged. They're worried about why things may or not work. They're worried if they have their makeup right, like I do. You want to be worried about your makeup, your hair? Listen, I've done videos with makeup on, without makeup on. A baseball cap and no baseball cap. It didn't matter what day it was.
Yeah.
I still did a video to get the content out there. And you need to stop worrying about what people think about you, because here's the thing. They ain't paying your bills. Their opinions do not pay your bills. Holler at me right now. They are not paying your bills with their opinions. So stop worrying about what other people are thinking about you. You got AI right now. You don't have to feel anything. Just go into AI and prompt it out, make yourself look gorgeous, and go and make your double digital twin and get it out there. You won't feel anything.
Well, no, we're going back on AI. Yeah, of course.
You asked me to be honest. I'm keeping it real with you, okay? Get over that fear.
Yeah, well, now there's so many different ways of really creating content.
Yes.
But here's the thing. Let's talk about you actually being the person that is creating content.
Right.
Because by this question, it seems to me that you're thinking about hitting publish, but you get afraid. Now, this is a mindset issue. There's no doubt about it. All right? You can't really wonder what people think about you. The most successful people in the world are the ones that are not afraid of hitting publish. Remember that. The most successful people in the world, and this is a metaphor, they're just going to hit publish. They don't even care what happens, right? Notice in the beginning of this live, what did I say? I was like, this is not scripted, and it's not perfect. In other words, stop trying to be perfect. Because we want to be perfect to try to satisfy other people's needs. And the reality is, I don't care about satisfying anybody's needs, right? All I care is about, my confidence in what I believe in, okay? Because I know what I believe in, and I want to project that belief out there to give strength to other people so they can grow their own belief. So what anybody else says is irrelevant, all right? And I'll give a great story. My friends that, when I used to live in Massachusetts, they used to laugh at me when they saw me on video on YouTube. And they were like, oh, what are you doing? And, are you going to try to make money? Right? All this stuff. And they were just really putting me down. Now, if I would have let them affect me, I would not be where I am today. But because I avoided, I ignored, I did everything possible. I didn't care about their opinion.
That's right.
I cared about what I wanted to do.
That's right.
So therefore, I still kept pressing on. So what happened was, as success grew and things transformed in our lives, they actually respected me more later on in life. Because they were like, oh, look at you, you were traveling. How was Hawaii? How was Lake Tahoe? Oh, how was Las Vegas? Oh, how was this? Okay, I'll go over your house. We'll talk stories. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they loved the stories that I shared with them. But here's the thing. It grew respect.
Yes.
Because it's places that they wanted to visit and never got to visit ever. So by them watching me, seeing me, go places and do things, and right now, even in Puerto Rico, right? They're still watching me. They're still seeing what I'm doing.
Yes.
Right? It's because I had the courage to hit publish when other people were not willing to hit that publish button.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying to you is, don't worry about what anybody thinks. family, friends, haters, trollers, okay? They are irrelevant to you and your life. What's relevant is your heart,
That's right.
what you believe in.
That's
My
right.
coach always taught me one thing. He said, heart always wins more than talent. Always. Matter of fact, he's got like a CD set in a book called More Heart Than Talent.
Yeah.
Which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So your heart matters more than anything. Opinions don't matter across the board. It's what your heart thinks. And if you want to hit that publish button, don't be afraid. Just do it.
Yeah.
Because you know what? You might be like, you know what? I don't like that video too much. But you know what? The next one's going to get a little better, a little better, a little better, a little better. This is how you shape your character and become who you are. All right? Because you have a lot of potential. Because just for asking that question alone, you're about to hit publish.
Absolutely.
Right? I can tell you're about to hit publish. And when you do, you're going to feel so much better about yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Not only that, people are going to love you and respect you more for it because you went against the grain.
Absolutely.
Because the most successful people actually go against the grain and hit that publish button.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, I was thinking about how long it took her to finally come to terms. Like, you know, I've been studying for 6 months. The whole 6 months I would have used to create such amazing content to be
share it all.
It's like a journal.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I would have been documenting, like, man, look, y'all, I just made
Day
my first
one.
capture page.
Let me tell you something.
And
Day
it
one.
sucked.
Yeah, day one was a drag. You know?
Yeah.
Just
You
be
know,
real with people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the way you need to be so that people can respect you and be like, you know what? I feel comfortable with you. Like, look at us. We're in our living room. You know, like, there's no fancy studio back here like the Gurus or anything like that. We're in Puerto
Fine.
Rico. This is our place.
Yeah,
you know what I
it's
mean?
cool.
You're Ace and Rich's place, okay?
Yeah. Got the beach across the street. You know?
Exactly. So, like, you know, be yourself and don't be afraid of what other people think of you because, like I said, their opinions don't pay the bills.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Welcome, Nicholas Granger. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us on the live.
What's up, Nicholas?
He says, you got to keep fighting for your success. Absolutely. You do got to keep fighting for your success because what else you going to fight for?
Well, that's a very good point. Yeah. Nobody's going to do it for you. Everybody's always waiting for something to happen or someone to give them, like, their approval, right? So, oh, yeah, I can do this now. I can hit publish now because I got their approval.
Right.
Screw their approval. Their approval doesn't matter whatsoever. Again, it's your heart.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Hi, Holly. Good to see you. Welcome.
Hello, Holly.
All right, next question coming in. While we're going to answer the next question from Determined Dad, you guys think about your questions and post them right in the chat, okay?
Absolutely.
Any question, even if your upline was too lazy to answer it. Yes, I said lazy. Go ahead and post them in there. We'll answer them for you. Doesn't matter what program you have. Just don't drop no links up in there, okay? Respect our house. Okay, now, Determined Dad says, I keep jumping from one opportunity to another. First, it was crypto. Then drop shipping, now high ticket affiliate marketing. I feel like I'm always chasing the new thing. How do you guys stay focused on one system when things get tough and you aren't seeing results yet? Oh man. You want to get this one?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to get this one.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing. It's like a battle of the wits, okay? And it's in your mind. You got one side and you got the other side. One's like telling you like, oh man, this is not working. This is not working. What am I doing? And the other side's going, you gotta keep going, Scotty, right? You gotta keep, we can't push it any faster, right? So it's like this going back and forth. And I'll tell you one thing, like the way we got over this hurdle is like we started seeing the outcome in our minds before something happened. Because for a while, for us, and this is normal, nothing was happening. We're like, what's going on here? Nothing's happening. But we kept learning, we kept applying, we kept learning, we kept applying, and we just kept doing it. And then all of a sudden this nice little root just popped up out of nowhere, right? And I'm giving you this analogy of like a farm. Little root just popped up. We're like, hey, whoa, hey, what's that? So what was that root? We got our first lead. Awesome. It's a little something, but it was, it mattered a lot to us. And it just instilled more of that bigger belief. But hey, you probably guys are saying, well, you guys didn't make a sale yet. It doesn't matter because we have to continue to see the outcome of that sale. We have to see that outcome in our minds. And if we don't see that outcome, we won't continue. We won't continue because you can't see the outcome here yet, out on the internet. You got to see it here first. Because when you put it here and you apply what you're doing, things are going to start taking shape. It's very metaphysical. I can't explain it. It's really weird.
Right.
But trust me on this. You got to follow this. Like there's a book called Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Waddles. And what he said was, he said, see it in your mind's eye, visualize it before you even take action. And as you're taking action, it will appear. It's very metaphysical. But the problem is people, they give up too easily.
Yes.
Right? Because a belief goes back and forth. It's like this going back and forth. Like, I believe it, I don't believe it. I believe it, I don't believe it. Right? You got to believe it even when the card's not in your favor that day. You might have a bad day. Man, it's just like, oh man, this business sucks. I don't want to continue it. I'm not making any money. I'm wasting time. When you have days like that, you still got to show up and be like, you know what? I'm going to make this happen. Come hell or high water. I don't even care what kind of day I'm having. I'm going to do this every single day till I crack that nut. So that first stem of a root comes up. And that root starts growing bigger and bigger and bigger. Because again, you don't see what's going on underneath the surface when you're working. You don't see nothing until that first root pops up. But that belief still has to remain the same before that first root pops up. Most people don't wait for that first root to pop up.
Right.
Right? The people that make it have the belief before it pops up, that root, because underneath, they know it's growing. They can feel it. They can sense it. They can believe it in their mind's eye, right? They can see it there. And that's what's underneath, all the roots underneath before that pops up. And that's how you know you can grow and have success. You know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about. It's like what you came up with a long time ago. I'll never forget it. You were coaching me, and you said you got to keep going even when the cards are not in your favor. I love that about what you said.
Absolutely.
And when we coach people, we teach them that model. We teach them that mindset. You got to keep going even when the cards are not in your favor. And no day is going to be a perfect day for you to get results and things like that. Some things in the business are going to go up. Some things are going to go down. It's a wild roller coaster. Get ready for the ride and hold on tight.
That's called being an entrepreneur.
It's called being an entrepreneur.
It's never a straight line.
It's right.
Yeah.
It's so true. But I want to get on this next part of the question from Determined Dad. Says, how do you guys stay focused on one system when things get tough? And like I explained to you, it's like a roller coaster ride. Even when you don't see results yet, just because you don't see results yet, okay, and there's a power in the word yet, meaning it's not come to be, not yet, but soon it shall be. You have to wait, okay? You have to learn to practice patience. And just because you see another shiny object out there, another offer or a special, introductory price or whatever, and you want to buy this course, that course, ask yourself one question. This is how you're going to stay focused. Is this adding value to my business, or is it taking me away from my focus?
Well, and it doesn't solve the problem.
And it doesn't solve the problem.
By you actually seeing something else and thinking that might work better, it doesn't solve the problem because you're going to be in the same space.
I'll give you a quick story, okay? You mentioned you were in crypto. I know so many students that I have coached that have brought this type of scenario to me. They started out with Bitcoin and crypto and Forex trading, and they lost quite a bit of money. Okay, but they didn't come into that type of industry because the industry with crypto is not the same as high ticket affiliate marketing. Just keep that in mind. So what they got involved with was something that they had less knowledge about, with less guidance. They didn't have the proper mindset. They got into it with a get rich quick mentality. I'm pretty sure Determined Dad, you might have thought of that too. Okay, and then you go into drop shipping. Why? Because you probably saw maybe a YouTube video or something. You saw somebody throw some results up there, and they're like, "Hey, I can go to Amazon. I can drop ship and do FBA and all kind of stuff like that and make money quicker." But you didn't know the dirty, right? When they actually knew that they had to inventory that stuff, they had to take pictures of it, go out and about, waste gas, and go and take pictures and stuff. All that stuff became to be like a nightmare. Right? So you got away from that. Then you look at high ticket affiliate marketing, like, well, maybe I should do this. I should do high ticket affiliate marketing. That's like you change it from Nikes to Adidas. You got to stop changing and stick to one thing and get good at it and master it before you move on to something else. You cannot go ahead and start adding into additional income streams, is what we talk about, MSIs, multiple streams of income, until you master selling one first. Get your stripes and then move on to the next thing. Rich and I, we have 3 income streams, okay? But we never added all 3 at the same time. We earned one, then we added another. You always add, you don't take away, okay? And it has to add value and it has to solve a problem in order for you to move forward. So I do believe in multiple streams of income. I don't believe in jumping around.
And the reason why this is happening to you, and I'm going to tell you why, is because, again, this is another mindset issue, is because you were never taught, you were never coached on how to think about running a business, period. Okay?
Right on.
Or maybe not even talk about an online business, because it is a little bit different. Let's keep it real here. Okay? Because you're building something. All right? And as you're building something on the internet, there's many different factors. And one of the things that I realized being in this industry for so many years, since 2008, is that, sometimes we do look for the shiny object, right? And that's our pitfall. And we can't allow that to happen because we're running a real business.
Absolutely.
Right? We're making real income and we're also creating real change.
Right.
Not real change with just other people that you're actually educating them on, but you're bringing real change to yourself.
Right.
The longer you stay in it, the more you start to learn about yourself. And this is a big key. I'm glad we're staying on this a little bit because this is huge.
Yeah.
The more we learn about ourselves, the more we realize why we're failing. The longer we stay in this, the more we realize why we're failing. If we don't allow ourselves to have patience, like you said,
Yes.
we don't even know what's going on with us. We're just making decisions on the whim. We're not making calculated decisions. You see the difference? We're just making decisions that are not really serving us well because we're not allowing ourselves to be educated and also learn from ourselves through our own journey as being an entrepreneur.
Exactly.
And I'm telling you, these are things that I've learned along my journey. We've seen people, start a business, work with us for a while, quit, come back another year, back and forth, back and forth. I mean, we've seen this.
Right.
And just to let you know, people in crypto, they go through the same thing. Because nonetheless, you still have to learn marketing. And one of the things about marketing, I'm going to tell you, we spend a lot more time on this, this is important.
It is.
Is that you need to understand one thing. Just because you have a product doesn't mean you can't sell it. Right? But how do you sell a product? You have to become the authority in the marketplace. You have to get attention in the marketplace. And that requires skill sets. I'll leave you with that one.
All right.
Okay?
Way to go. Awesome.
Right.
Okay. Yes. We got the next question. Newbie Nina says,
Newbie Nina. Hey, Nina.
do you really believe anyone can do this? I'm not techie. I'm not a salesperson and I'm introverted. I feel like you have to be this loud, extroverted guru to make high ticket sales. Can a quiet person actually win at this? Absolutely.
Now, Ace, okay, let me tell you a story about Ace on this one, okay? And this is loudmouth Jersey girl. However, she can be shy at times, just so you know, okay? I had to coach her.
Yep.
I had to push her to go out there on video.
Yes.
And I don't mean that she wasn't
true.
on video before she met me, because she was. And when she was on video before, she was just on video dancing, the salsa music, you know what I mean? She was just blah, 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 just rambling, stuff like that, right? When I told her that's not the way to do it, you have to have structure, you have to communicate effectively, and you have to track a certain kind of business, okay? So she didn't understand that, so I educated her on that. Now it got a little bit more like, oh my God, I got to do it this way. She didn't want to do video. She just put her feet up on the table and didn't do no work and nothing like that. Trust me. But when she realizes, like, I need to make sure that I get myself back out there and have a purpose. It's not just creating content just to create content. She actually had a purpose.
Yes.
Now, when she had a purpose and when she realized, like, oh, I see what I was doing wrong before. But guess what? Now she started getting back out there and she started creating amazing content. She became the authority figure. People were coming to her left and right. And they could say, oh, Ace, I love you. Your message is so contagious, right? Because she learned more about the attention and also marketing, okay? Very, very important. So I want you to just understand, you don't have to be techie. All you need to know is the formula.
Yeah, and I think, when you say I'm introverted, a lot of people, they start out like that.
What do you know with that word?
I don't know. You know what? I'm not a label. You can put a label on me if you want and call me crazy. I don't care. But just all I'm saying is I don't want to be some identity that society put on me, because you're better than that. You're better than the status quo, okay? Based on what you do, nobody can put a label on that. So if you look at yourself and you constantly going through life thinking, oh, I can't do something, then you can't, because you believe what you are. If you can, then you know you're going to be great. If you say you can't, then you can't do shit, right?
Pretty
so
much.
when it comes to you saying, do I need to compare myself to all these people that are loud, and they have like this guru attitude? The guru attitude for them didn't come overnight. They grew into that. This is the thing about making money online and high ticket. And I think this is going to help you, Nina, okay? First of all, everybody start out broke. Everybody starts out broke. We ain't all got money, okay? Everybody starts out, they find a program of their dreams, they get started, and they join it. Okay? They
and people that do have money end up being broke.
Yeah.
Just so you
But
know.
here's the thing. The demeanor, the character of that individual has to be tested somehow. So they make a sale or two. And then they see where their character goes. They see where their attitude goes. They see where their mindset goes. Are they still introverted? Hell yeah, they're still introverted. Because they're still just trying to discover who they are. They don't know who their identity is yet. Right? So as they're making money and they start making $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, $30,000 a month, 40, 50, 60, it starts to change and they start to transform. The thing about money you got to understand, I don't care what it is you selling, but when you making sales like that and you got that kind of money that will free you from your job, money is what enhances what you already are.
Absolutely.
So when you come to me and you say, I'm introverted, I don't know if I can do this, okay, that's fine. But you ain't going to be introverted forever.
Nope.
Okay? It will change.
That's why she said don't put labels on anybody.
Yeah, exactly.
I've seen the most introverted people.
They all start out like that.
Get out there and just start getting on video. I mean, you look at Elon Musk. That dude is introverted.
Good example.
Okay?
Right?
And let me tell you something. Now he's on video, and he's he's constantly, he has a form of autism too.
Yes.
And he has a form of autism, and he's like really introverted, and he stutters a lot.
Yeah.
But he doesn't care.
Yeah.
He doesn't care what people think about him.
No.
All right?
No.
So how could someone like that end up being on video and start creating content and not really care anymore?
And no judgment. I do have, if it comes to mind, I'll pick one individual student of mine, okay? She invested into our coaching. This one definitely was introverted. She didn't want to take a picture of herself. She didn't want to get on camera. Didn't want to get her hair done. Don't even like makeup, okay? This one, she's probably watching me right now. She did not want to do any of this stuff. She just wanted to sit back and just figure out how to do things, passively.
Collect the check.
Exactly, and just collect the check. But what she realized was there were underlinings underneath the roots that she had to fix first before she could determine if that really was her identity.
Yep.
Once we cracked that nut and we realized, okay, we got to start where the root of the problem is and fix that, and she became aware of where all this belief, these limiting beliefs came from, are you feeling me? She transformed. She transformed. And it didn't take no woo-woo program to get her there either. It took me and Rich.
Yep.
Okay? And that's a lot of our students can vouch for that. They too have gone through their own journey.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So, can a person who's quiet do great at this? Absolutely. Can someone who's loud do great at this? Absolutely. It don't matter what identity you try to transform it, and you conform to, it's going to come to this point where you transform, but you got to get to the root of the problem. You're going to learn exactly more about than just making money. You're going to learn more about yourself.
If you believe that you can't, you won't. If you believe you can, you will.
That's it. I said it.
Right?
I said that. Yep.
So understand that it is a mindset.
It is.
And it's just about making a conscious decision to move forward.
Bury your
Period.
I can'ts. 2026, guys. I'm telling you, it's a new year. Say
New year,
I can.
Let's make it happen,
Say
baby.
I can. What's the worst that can happen? You make money. It works out, actually.
That's right.
When you thought it wouldn't.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. Let's move forward. Oh, Tech. All right. Tech Fort says, I saw your short about using AI avatars instead of being on camera. Is that actually allowed for high-ticket marketing? Will people trust an AI avatar enough to buy a $2,000 product, or do I need to be real to close the big sales?
So she saw your short, or I don't see or he, Tech Forward, I don't know.
We don't know.
Saw your short using AI avatars, and she wants to know if you could actually make a high-ticket sale. I think you can answer this one.
You can. And if you want, I'll be fully transparent about this. I'll keep this real, okay? I did make high-ticket sales with my AI twin. Want to know how I did it? Y'all want to know how I did it? I'll tell you exactly how I did it, okay? Drop a fire emoji, and I'll tell you, all right? First of all, when you're using your AI twin, it is to build leverage so that you can create content on a consistent daily basis, all right?
Yep.
You got to be in people's face. It takes 7 exposures for someone before they make a buying decision. 7 exposures, 7 reading of your email, 7 times they're going to see you. If you are only showing up one time, there's no trust.
Yeah.
There's no trust, there's no relationship. So you need to do that. Are you feeling me? Pay attention what I'm about to tell you, because ain't nobody going to tell you this. After this happens, when you grab people's attention, this is when a person determines if you are their guide. You are going to be that person that they're going to go to for answers. They don't want to go to somebody who is amateur. They're not. If you come across as real as you can be, which is why you see me do my digital twin as me, this is what I look like. And I don't change it. I look exactly the same as my AI avatar as I can be. Maybe a little bit 10 years younger, but you know. Because AI do make you look younger. Yeah. But I appreciate that. But anyway. The thing is, you got to understand there is a process. And if you don't have your system set up in a way that you could make the high ticket sale on the back end, you just screwed yourself. You just screwed yourself. Yeah. I have a system built in place so that way when my prospects look at my AI twin and their already curiosity has been piqued, they click on a button, they go to a website, boom, okay? Or they can send me a DM, however I did the AI, and we have a conversation. I don't hide and let bots do all the talking for me. I hate that. I am real. I'm going to tell them, yeah, that was me on video. That's my AI twin. I ain't got nothing to hide. I'm transparent. Yep. What would you like to know? And I get to the bottom of the problem. And once I find that their problem fits in one of my offers, then I bring them into the high ticket sale. And it is not up to me for them to buy. It is up to them. So I don't care if they buy the high ticket or not. That's my mindset. And when I come with that kind of a posture, each and every time I close a high ticket sale.
Yes.
Okay.
I love that.
Bam!
Man, that's good. I love that. That's really good. All right. So let me just tap on that a little bit. So as you can see, I witnessed it. She closed a high ticket sale with her AI twin. And one thing about this, trust me, Ace is not passive. She will get on the phone and she will close some deals. Okay? Because she has an attitude of like, whether you buy, you can buy high ticket, low ticket, mid ticket, don't matter. But she will get on the phone and she will ask you questions. She'll find out more about you and figure out like if there's an opportunity for a sale. And if there is, she'll close you, just so you know. All right?
Yep.
Okay, so now let's talk about, I have another question here.
Marcus PL. Marcus PL says, Rich, ooh, this is for you.
Oh, okay.
Rich, all these AI tools coming out in 2026, is the old way of, quote, blogging and email marketing dead? Should I focus 100% on AI video content now, or does the classic funnel still work?
Okay, here's the thing. Ace said something a little while ago that's important. You never subtract, you just keep adding, right? For us, email marketing is not dead. We still do email marketing. We haven't really blogged because SEO has changed quite a bit. I'm learning about search engine, but a little bit differently with AI, because now for ha-has, okay, we asked a question on AI and we said, who is Ace and Rich Guzman? It literally knew everything about us. But the reason why is because we have experience and we have a success story, and it just knows our background, it knows what we coach on, it just knows everything about us, right? And it's just some really delightful things about us.
It sure did.
Really nice.
I was quite surprised.
It was very nice. And then I found more things of other people, what they thought about us, which quite surprised us. It was actually really, really nice. Really nice. So the important thing is things are changing as far as blogging. And the search engines are not going to be utilized as much in the future. It's going to be more AI, because when you ask a question with AI, like a search engine, it doesn't just give you a search result to a link. What it does, it gives you more detailed information about what you're looking for.
Yes.
And it really answers the question for your specific needs, not generalized. When someone searches something in a keyword for, a keyword phrase for a search, it's more generalized to give you the answers of what you're looking for. So it spits out all these different search results, different websites, different areas, Reddit, all that kind of stuff. But when you ask AI makes it more personal, like it's talking to you directly. Like, is there anything else that I can give you? Do you need this? So for example, if I need, like, let's say, hey, I'm searching for this for some content ideas, it'll give me an answer, and then at the end of that answer, it'll ask me a question and say, hey, would you like me to add some SEO to what you're looking for? I didn't ask that. But the fact that they asked me a question after I asked it a question, I'm having a personal conversation now. Now the search has transformed technology to a whole nother level. That's why Google is scared of the Google search engine. That's why they're transforming over to Gemini now, right? Not just Google search anymore. Now it's Gemini. You got Perplexity, you got Gemini, you got ChatGPT. I mean, the list goes on and on. So things are changing when it's coming to blogging. So I'm taking a course on that and learning about like how to create content for AI, not the search engines. That's a little bit different. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the change on that one. But the other part of your question, those classic funnels work absolutely. We have funnels out there. We get leads every day still. Okay, whether I'm running email ads or YouTube or Facebook, like I still get leads coming through those funnels. Why? Because I still want them to see my bridge page in the video. Okay, I still want them to see who I am.
Yes.
All right. So I want to bring that personal touch.
Right.
It's a big deal when somebody opts into your funnel and they see you. All right. And there's a strategy on that. All right. That's what we do with our coaching. That's what we do, with the training that we do, so people can understand that formula and that strategy, because that's never going to go away. Because now AI is helping build funnels.
Right.
So if classic funnels don't work anymore, why would AI assist people now in making their funnels better? You see that?
It's true. And
Okay.
I've seen how these funnels have evolved. Being a digital marketer with so much experience, you noticed the transformation from, the old days
Yeah.
of creating landing pages
Yes.
and capture pages
Yes.
and the content, the way it's written.
Yeah.
Nowadays, with AI taking over, some marketers are still diving into the aspect of amateurishly, and I have
Yeah.
to be
Yeah.
frank on this, using the AI to completely just wipe out the old way and replace it with a new way where
Yeah.
you're seeing emojis as bullet points now.
Yeah, there's a lot of emojis I notice now, but I mean, it's you could actually really be smart about your marketing, okay? What you can do is you can look at competitors in your niche and reveal the competitors to the AI, and AI can actually help you
Yes.
not plagiarize, because AI won't plagiarize.
No.
They can actually model after the formula that you're not understanding.
Yes.
To actually get it out there. Because let's face it, not everybody's a copywriter, right?
No.
But AI could be a great copywriter for you.
If you prompt engineer it properly.
But that's what I mean.
Yeah.
You have to, of course, prompt it. But it could be by prompting, it could be that copywriter for you.
Absolutely.
Very, very important.
Yes.
So whatever you want to do, AI is changing everything in the industry, in all industries really. But we're talking about affiliate marketing here, high-tech affiliate marketing. So we want you to understand that you have something special underneath your fingertips. So if you're thinking that funnels are going away, funnels are just beginning. They're just getting
I think
off
they're
the,
evolving.
They're evolving.
They're evolving
They're
now.
just getting off the ground.
Yes.
Webinars, are they going away? No. They're evolving. Everything is evolving to understand more about persuasive technology using AI.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree. I mean, look at Zoom. Look at the step up that they did. Zoom
yeah.
is not the same Zoom as it used to be.
No, everything is shifting.
AI.
And this is great
Yeah.
for brand new marketers who are coming on board, because we had to learn all this stuff from scratch. It's like the Flintstones days, man. I don't know, I'm showing my age here, but like the Stone Age, right?
Yeah.
We had to literally just script everything down. There was no AI, man, revealing all this, all this information, right? It's just nuts. What you guys have in your fingertips is going to make it so much more streamlined for you, a lot more
Absolutely.
simpler for you,
Yes.
so you could actually put things together, and that right there is a blessing.
Next question's coming in. You guys are enjoying this. Thank you so much. We are here live on Ace and Rich Live answering your questions. We have Creative Soul. Oh, I like that username.
That's a nice name.
Creative Soul says, how much time does using AI actually save you? I feel like I spend more time tweaking the prompts than if I just wrote the email myself. What's your workflow for pumping out content so fast? Structure.
Yes.
If you haven't seen my Facebook post, it has everything to do with structure. Okay? I figured out a method to keeping my content creations organized. You can't just go, this is for everybody who's watching this, please listen.
Pay attention, guys, okay? This is very
Because I
important.
spend every day with AI.
Yeah.
don't just go into new chat every single time you want to create something. You need to learn how to start bookmarking every single chat that you like and is actually, generating great prompts for you. And you can always go back to them if you just bookmark them. Now, I'm going to give you one of my tips, okay? You don't even have to be in my group for this. I'm going to teach you this. When you bookmark, you need to use the rename feature in ChatGPT. You click the 3 dots next to the chat that you created. And what you do is you select rename. And you open up a website called emojicopy.com. And it's going to be a library of emojis. Listen to me now. Grab one of your cute little emojis that you like. Could be a little book, little icon of a book, emojicon. Grab the emojicon. Click the copy button. Go back to ChatGPT. Go to rename. Put your cursor in the beginning so that way you could just stamp your emoji right next to it. And then click off the page and you're going to see that it will save it there. So now you got out of all those dialogue texts that you had with AI, so you don't get lost, you see a book showing there. And if you want, you can also click the 3 dots and you can add it to your favorites. And it will be pinned on your GPTs. Use your head. So if you have structure, you can go, I have a new chat for headlines, for subject lines, for my emails. I have a new chat down below with a bookmark with an apple for ideas.
Yeah.
Okay, for content. That's your content chat.
Yeah.
Then you got, your bonuses or anything that you're creating for the offer. You have a chat for that. Like, have a chat for everything and have a bookmark. Structure, and you'll save a lot of time. I saved so many hours when you asked me about how much time. Hours. 6 hours. It used to take me. My whole day would be my work day. I literally traded a 9 to 5 for a 9 to 10. Okay? That's how much it used to be. But with AI, 15, 30 seconds later, I got my stuff done.
Wow.
What am I going to do with the rest of the time? Freedom that I have. Go to the beach. Okay? Shoot some content. Get on the camera, make some videos. I never had so much free time. This is the thing and the reality what AI is doing for you if you use it smartly. Don't be amateur about this.
Yeah, be smart about it.
Be smart about it.
Yeah.
Work smarter, not harder.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, AI is changing everything. And there's some things that you've done too. You learn about like AI agents.
AI agents, yes. Yes.
Tell them about the importance. Let's give them some extra value here. Tell them the importance of AI agents.
AI agents are great because they're like your virtual assistants.
Ooh, I love that.
That's the best way I can say it. Like we have within our company, we have like 7 AI agents. One of which is like replaces the whole customer service department.
Ooh.
So if a new person comes on board in our program and they have a question about the compensation plan, I'm not going to sit on the phone and try to break that down to you.
Not anymore.
You go right to Alex,
Yeah.
AI, and you go, here you go. And the agent will come to life and he will answer your questions.
Right, and you know what's great about it? It happens right on the fly.
Yes.
Without you having him to interject.
That's right.
And this is very cool because before we would redirect people to a page.
would,
We're like,
yeah.
hey, you know what? You go watch this page. It explains the compensation
No time,
plan.
no time.
Now the AI just does it automatically.
Exactly.
Matter of fact, they don't even ask us that question anymore. You notice that? They don't ask us the question anymore because it's being answered.
And even the CEO is like in the thread and he's like, have you asked the agent yet? The CEO is like, I don't got time to answer this. You can go straight to the agent. That's why I put it there in place.
It's doing it now automatically.
It's doing it right
which
now.
Is beautiful.
There's also agents that will help do your shopping for you.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Agents can do a lot of things.
Yeah, you could have your own personal coach, mindset coach.
You can. Yeah. All right, awesome. Next question.
You tell we have fun with AI.
Hustle mode on. Yes, I would say so.
Yeah.
Hustle mode on asks, I have $500 to start my business. Should I spend that on paid ads to get quick traffic? Or should I invest it into better tools and software and just grind it out organically? I can't afford to waste this money.
We had some of the questions like this before. What I recommend you do is not worry about what you're going to do with the $500. Worry about what tools you need to get your business off the ground.
Right on.
Right? So, okay, brick and mortar business, right? We need inventory,
Yep.
Products, things like that.
Yep.
When it comes to online business, we have to start out with our tools. One of the basic things is, of course, we talked about this before, is we need an autoresponder, right? We need a list. No list, no money, okay? You need a list.
Pretty much.
So make sure you get your autoresponder.
Right.
That's number 1. 2, we are in an AI world right now. So, like for instance, what tools do we use? When we talk about this, we use ChatGPT. Okay.
And we pay for that
Right.
monthly.
Yep.
Yep.
We have Aweber for our autoresponder.
We pay for that monthly.
Right.
Yep.
We have I use vidIQ.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I have AI in there that helps me out too.
Absolutely.
Because it's video marketing.
It is an AI agent. Yep.
We pay for that monthly.
Yeah.
We also use Opus Clip.
Heck yeah.
That thing's got a built-in video.
That thing is like the American Express card. Like, don't leave home without it.
That thing is a dream.
It's a dream.
The reason why it's a dream because
Yes.
it helps spit up the content, break up the content for us.
Absolutely.
Builds leverage with our content.
Yes.
Does the captions for us.
Yep.
Right, all the words are out there. It's beautiful.
Yes.
But one thing that I really want to stress here is that it has a built-in video editor. Oh my
Yes.
God.
It's
The-
sole choice.
And let me tell you something.
Sole choice.
The first editor sucked balls. It was Opus Clip editor was horrible, but they did some upgrades.
They sure have.
And this one now, I can cut clips. I can make it exactly the way I
You
want.
can clean up audio and
Oh,
distortion.
it saves so much time. I don't have
So
to go
much.
to my editor. Now I can just put the video up there, edit, do everything all at
Yep.
once.
Okay.
And then, boom, get it out there.
Yes. Yes.
This is powerful, guys. This is why it's important, guys. I mean, let me tell you something. You have to have tools.
You do.
Okay, depending on what you are doing with your marketing.
Yes.
We're just telling you what we're using and what we're doing.
Yep.
Okay? It is essential. We need these tools.
Yeah.
All
Absolutely.
right?
Mhm.
So use that $500 to get your tool set up, get it going, and
Now, wait a
start
minute.
building. Hold on. Start building some leverage in your business.
Yes, yes.
And as your business starts to grow, you can combine some of your personal income with your business income and start doing a little bit of ads. You have to build your foundation first.
Yeah.
Then you have to start doing some organic stuff first. That way you have to start getting some organic reach. So when you do paid marketing and they seek you out, they'll be like, hey,
Yeah.
I found this person. This
Yes.
is a real person.
Yes.
Okay, because they're going to hunt you down. They're going to look for you.
Yeah.
So you know.
And don't look at it as a waste of money. It's actually an investment. You have to stop talking like that. That self-talk means you're still stuck in consumer mode, and you're not a consumer anymore. You're a business owner, so act like it.
Invest in your business. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
Next, Linda G.
Linda G, what's happening?
How long did it take you guys to get your very first high-ticket commission? Man, we get this question a lot.
Okay, guys.
I'm 30 days in, and I haven't made a dime yet. I'm willing to work, but I need to know if I'm on the right track or if I should have seen results by now.
When me and Ace got together, we were blogging for how many years?
A while. Yeah.
Let's say 3 years.
About 3 years
3
we were
years, right?
blogging.
Blogging. We didn't have much money.
Organically, just, yeah.
So we were doing organically with blogging with SEO. SEO was a little bit different back then with Google.
At the time, I think I was
Yeah.
typing like 500 words per minute, like 500
well,
words
no,
per
you
count.
went up to about 3,000 by the end.
Right, but when I
Yeah.
first started, and it was like in the early days, it was like 500 because I didn't fully understand the whole
Right.
thing with blogging.
And on average, you started doing 1,000.
And I started making them longer.
Yeah.
The posts, I started making them longer.
On average, they were about 1,000 for the 3 years.
Yes, yes.
And then we started doing like you were writing 2 times a day, 2 pieces of
Yeah, I
content a day.
started writing 2 posts a day in blogging.
No
Holy
AI,
cow.
guys. No AI at the time.
No, I had to
Just so you
type
know.
all that.
That's all her. So we made our first high ticket sale in our first year.
Yeah.
Because of I understood SEO because I've been in this game for a little bit before that. But when I'm talking about when we met together as Ace and Rich. It took us a little bit. I think it was a little bit over a year, actually, just over a year, because we were building up that SEO. We were building up those keywords and everything else like that.
Yeah.
And we made our first, but the high ticket commission was $1,000.
It was $1,000.
Right, it wasn't 5,000, it wasn't
No,
10,000.
not yet.
It was, you know. So did we make a lot of money in the first 3 years? No,
No.
not at all.
No.
I think we did in 3 years.
11. It was 11 grand for the,
Yeah,
it was
11,000 in 3 years.
11.
I mean, you can make more in a job, right?
That was like McDonald's salary.
Oh my God! Like, how can you guys do that?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
because we still saw the outcome.
We
right?
did. We still
never,
stuck
we
it
never
out.
gave up.
Yeah.
But this is really good for the other person who asked that question earlier.
Absolutely.
Now, in 2016, we broke right open and we earned $42K in 15 weeks. We crushed it. We crushed it. And this is like, you keep going, and then the dam just breaks.
Yes.
Right? Because the outcome is always there. It just never goes away.
Yes.
Keep it there, guys. And then from there, we did like 30K in 30 days, 10 grand in 1 week,
52 and 2.
52 and 2.
Yep.
It's just different numbers, right? six figures, up to the point of making over $1 million in sales. So it's just you're just trucking along, man. You just keep going, and keep going, and keep going, and you never give up. And no matter if it goes up, it goes down, you just gotta keep going.
Yes.
And this is a good story for you guys to understand, because a lot of people think that it's like, oh, I could be, rich, very quickly. It doesn't work that way.
Wake up.
It's a constant grind.
You gotta be real with yourself.
Yes, but you gotta be real with yourself. Never let go of the outcome in your mind, no matter what's happening.
Absolutely.
Because the more that you stay in the game, the more you learn not how to do the thing, but learn about you to become better at doing the thing.
Absolutely.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Right? So, and this is how we started learning, like, oh, so this is how it works, right? And then we started just, another company, bang, another 30K, right? In a short period of time. And it didn't matter what we joined, we understood marketing. We understood our abilities and what we're capable of.
Right.
And you can get there too by understanding the mindset of never losing the outcome inside your mind.
Yes.
So, like I said, our very first commission was not much. Honestly, I think our first commission was like $24. No, 27.
27.
27 was the first commission we earned because it was an application process.
It was an application process. They had to fill out. That was a pre-qualified the actual prospect to make sure that they were serious.
Yeah, and then it was like, 100 something a month. We made 97 a month from that.
Yes.
And then the first high ticket commission just over a year.
Yep.
So we got $1,000 for that. Excited about that. That was cool. But you know what? We never really broke open past that $1,000 commission.
No, it felt like you were stuck in the 200 views section of TikTok. Like you would not move.
It's like
the needle wouldn't go up.
You were like stuck in the shell. You just couldn't get out. You know what I mean? It was really frustrating.
It was like that. It sucked.
Yeah. But again, never lose the outcome, and just keep going and keep going.
Be strong when that happens. Yeah. One of the things that I was saying, I'm speaking from a coaching perspective. I do all the coaching at our company, and I will tell you that, Rich does the coaching as well, but he does the technical side. I do more of the coaching and the guidance. You mentioned that you've been 30 days in and you haven't made a dime. If I was your coach, I would ask you, what have you done in those 30 days?
Not only that, but you're just getting started.
Exactly.
That's why that's an important question she just asked.
Yeah. Like, what activities have you actively been doing consistently for those 30 days?
Yeah, you're in the foundation stage of building out your business. Right? You're in the foundation stage of building your authority figure on the internet.
Yeah.
Nobody buys from just anybody. They buy from authority figures.
And when you say you're willing to work, make sure you're working on the practical activities that actually produce results. Don't say I'm working and I'm diving into the back office and I'm watching videos all day long, and then I'm stuck on like mindset videos all day long, and I'm stuck in the community live videos all day long. That's not work.
Yeah.
That's not work.
It's not.
You have to learn how to really take action in your business. Like posting consistently, making sure you add value to your community, or you're building your own tribe, being vulnerable and sharing stories about yourself, things like that.
Absolutely.
People are going to really soak it in and they're going to eat it up.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yep.
All right, let's see here. Got another question.
Freedom Seeker 88. Freedom Seeker says...
Freedom Seeker? All right, you're seeking freedom. My kind of person.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is the single biggest mistake you see people make when they try to switch from low ticket, such as Amazon, etc., to high ticket affiliate marketing? Why do most people fail?
Because they're not really thinking big. They're
playing the small.
Yeah, they're playing the small game because
really
they're still thinking small from where they came from.
Yeah.
Okay, because let's face it, Amazon. You get a small commission.
Yeah.
I mean, you get a high ticket. That means like if you sell something that costs a lot of money, you can get a bit of a cut, but there's better markets out there that you can get a higher percent of commission, like 80%, 50%, right? Amazon, nowhere near that percentage.
No.
All right, so you're still in that mode of that low ticket thinking. You have to think high ticket with a higher profit margin because you actually deserve it. And that's also another mindset. It's like you deserve to, attract more income. So when you look at that structure of that commission, you're like, what, 10%? What is this crap? Right? No. Go for 50 plus, man. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So now if you get some high ticket commissions like like $10,000 commission.
Right.
You know what I mean? Then the percentage is going to be a lot smaller. That's normal, but that's still good because you get a really good cut.
You do really get
Yeah.
a good cut. Yeah, absolutely. I think the biggest mistake I see people make is, you know, they think that because it's low ticket and it has a smaller, you know, investment required, that they're not going to lose a lot of money and it's no risk at all. Let me tell you something. There's a high risk in everything. Everything is risky, okay? Life is risky. You want to get to heaven, you got to die, all right? So let me tell you something. When it comes to stuff like that, you got to really have your head on straight. And when you're diving into those things, you need to know everything you can about the risks involved in for it, because you may not see the high cost now, but when you do that for over a year and you look at your expenditures and you go to your CPA accountant and he tells you, okay, you thought that wrong because there is no profit here. Okay, you're losing. All right, and I'm not a CPA by any means, but I'm telling you, like, reality check.
Yeah.
When you play that game, you're playing super small. You're not growing. You're not evolving. You're not maturing as an entrepreneur. You're stuck in this buyer mode. That's all you're doing is buying and flipping, buying and flipping, buying and flipping. It becomes like redundant. How can you grow from that? You really, really can't. And you know where a lot of this comes from? I'll tell you like this, like a mother. A lot of this shit comes from the damn influencers. All over social media. All they talking about. Them good, attractive, big titty women that are talking all this shit about they're making money and going on Amazon and flipping stuff and going to stores. And now I'm starting to see them do this. And with the AI agents, I'm like, oh, here we go. You just made it worse for everybody. Don't do that.
Next question. Next question. All right, we got Jason asking a question.
Okay.
Jason S.
Jason S., do I need my own results and testimonies to sell high ticket? I haven't made money yet, so I feel like a fraud trying to teach others how to make money. How do I bridge that gap?
Easy. Very, very easy. You lean on other people's success in the system, right? What people did was, because we actually, number one in our program, people use our story and they lean on our success to make sales. And that's cool, right? Because not everyone has that success coming out the gate. So what they do is they don't know where to turn to, okay? Mm-hmm. They feel like they're a fraudster. They feel like, imposter syndrome like you talk about. But the reality is, and I was taught this a long time ago, you always lean on other people's success. Yeah. Let me tell you something. I'm going to take a step back here what I said a little bit earlier, is that on the internet, you have to make sure that you find the authority figure. You must learn to become the authority figure, but authority figure is not made overnight. You have to find an authority figure on the internet. So if you have a system that you're a part of, who is the authority figure on the internet? So for instance, the program we're a part of, like people lean on Ace and Rich because we're the authority figure, we have the story, we have the success. They could use our story. They could be like, hey, look what Ace and Rich did, right? And then that builds more trust because they're like, well, their story is powerful, wow, right? And they want to connect with that. They want to connect with someone who's been down that road. That's why people listen to us, because they're like, wow, they started here. And that's why you see the questions that we get from people, because they want to know more about us. They want to know, what kind of problems you had? I want to know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this is why.
Yes.
So this is why you need the authority figure. I was taking a course recently about advanced tactics in video sales letters. And the person that's teaching said, you have to have an authority figure no matter what you're selling online. Because if you don't, you can't really build trust. You can't really make a sale through that, okay? Because the stories sell, but the story doesn't sell unless it's being sold to an authority figure. Because you can create a video sales letter and just talk, but what are you going to talk about?
Right.
What kind of story do you have?
Exactly.
Right? If you're just getting started, you're just starting to build your story. There's no story yet, okay? So you have to use someone else's story, okay, that has success, called the authority figure, for you to make sales.
Yes.
So you don't have to feel like a fraudster, because you're using someone's true, authentic, real success story.
Absolutely.
Very, very important.
Absolutely. Can I just touch on that a little bit? Because
I like that one,
yeah, I really do love that. And then on top of that, like, when you say you feel like a fraud, I think I know where this is coming from, because I felt like that too. I've been there. Network marketing, they always taught us to fake it to make it. Never to fake it till you make it. Don't do that. That is the wrong perception, the point of view to give to people. When you start pretending to be someone you're not, if you're not successful, then obviously you admit that you're not successful yet, but you're on your way. Yeah. You have to use specific language like that when you're talking, because otherwise you give people misleading information. I mean, look how many fan pages right now are being run by AI. There ain't no real person behind it. So how are you supposed to establish trust? You don't know who is a human being behind some things. So you got to question all these things, right? And that's why there's a little bit of lack of trust in the industry, because the market is so sophisticated right now. And they want to make sure that you're going to be around for a long time. So do you feel like a fraud? I don't think so. You have to learn to start taking one step each day, one step at a time, baby steps, and work towards your results. Because the moment that you start getting results, don't hold that success to yourself. Go and spread out. You got bragging rights now. Go and say something about it. Let me tell you something what we did, right? When we did not make the money yet, here's what we did. Every lead we accounted for, we always talked and celebrated about online.
Yep.
We made milestone posts about how many leads we generated.
In other words, we focus on the results.
Yeah.
Because results doesn't have to mean sales.
No.
Not in the beginning. There's still a result.
And here's the thing. We attracted some amazing people from all around the
yeah.
world.
Yeah.
We built a business from the living room. Okay? And didn't have to get on one flight to go to New Zealand.
No. We built the business from the bedroom.
From the bedroom.
And then from the bedroom, we moved it to the living room.
To the living room, yes.
Yeah.
And things started changing when the moment we started talking about, oh, look, we just generated, 100 leads. We had people saying, I can't even generate 2. How in the world did you do that? Please show me.
And
okay?
then,
and that was what got attention. And when we point them and guide them to the right offer, they bought it.
And then we moved it across the ocean to Puerto Rico.
Okay.
Over the Caribbean.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When I'm telling you is don't feel like, you're perpetrating a fraud. You're being honest. You're not at the root, the tippity top of the mountain yet with everybody else.
Use the authority within your program.
There's a reason why mountains got peaks, okay? It's lonely at the top. Only one person can fit up there. You can't put 5 people at the top of a mountain because they all fall off. You got to understand something. The mountain you climbing,
This is your journey.
this is you.
Yep.
That's it. And that boulder, that's you doing the work. You got to keep pushing that boulder up that mountain till you go all the way top.
Now, this is a good point because, and then we're going to wrap things up because this is the last question.
Yeah.
Is that when I first started in 2008, this is about 2 years before I met Ace, there was a gentleman that I was working with at my job, and I told him about this business that I was getting into. And he was excited. He was like, yeah, man, I'm going to go with you to this live event that you're talking about. And this is my first live event, 2008. And I was going to go to Dallas, Texas. So I went to Dallas, Texas. He actually chickened out at the last minute, right?
Oh, gosh.
So if I'm going to rely to climb a mountain, I'm not going to rely on climbing a mountain with anybody else. That's my journey. That person has to take their own journey. And now they have to watch me every single day and realize, wow, I missed an opportunity to take that journey with Rich. Take that one with you with this last question. All right? Okay, now.
That was great.
Yeah.
This is great.
Love it.
All right, man.
All right, we're going to wrap things up, guys. It's getting hot. It's Puerto Rico.
It
That's what it is.
I can feel it. Yes.
But I want to thank you for being here. We appreciate all your questions. We appreciate you guys here being with us. We don't take it lightly. And again, you're watching this on YouTube. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. And ask your questions in the comment or just leave a comment. And like she said earlier, notification bell, you'll know exactly when we're uploading videos. A lot of videos going up every single week. You don't want to miss any videos, okay? Create some AI shorts too, as well. Not only that, but I know you got questions, right? And we got answers. So if you're stuck and you're feeling overwhelmed, let us know what you're challenged with, and we can help you overcome those hurdles. No matter what you're doing out there, okay? This is not about you, joining Ace and Rich. It's about us serving you, okay? So you can be better in your marketing, all right? And if you're brand new and you've been struggling and you don't know how to put the pieces together, below this video, there is a link on YouTube where you can actually click on it, get on the inside and find out, how is Ace and Rich living free? How do they have this freedom? It's all in there once you click on the link, all right? Guys, I love you and appreciate you. We will see you on the next one. My name is Rich Guzman.
And my name is Ace Guzman. Thank you so much for having me. I had a great time. I'll see you guys next week.
This has been Freedom by Design Live. See you on the next one.
Bye now.
Bye, guys.